Hello everybody, it's your new favorite VTuber, me. So we're doing tiers, lists, and these probably come out every 8 days. Sorry, for at least a couple days. Today I'm starting with anime. There's 59 animes on this, so I'm gonna put only an S, like the best of the best of that I've watched. If I haven't watched it, I'll probably put it in D. If it was bad, I'll put it in F, obviously, and then the rest will fill out A through C. So we'll try not to make too many S's. We start off with Dragon Ball, the OG Dragon Ball. I thought this was good, but didn't have its standout moments. So therefore, put a B in. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it because there is 60 to get through. So, this one I haven't seen. So I've been on my list for 6 years. This one I haven't seen, so we'll skip that one. Haven't seen this one. Try to get a few I haven't seen. Okay. Hunter x Hunter. Good, but does have a few issues for me, so I put it A. I feel A is a good spot for it. Then we'll see. We got Danganronpa. I feel like if we go A, that's an A. That's an A. Magi I haven't seen. K-On! This underrated good music one. But I'll put a B. Gonna be fair here. I have no idea what this one even is. Most of these other ones I haven't seen. I knew what was. That one I have no idea. This one could probably ruffle a lot of people. This right here. Fairy Tail is an S for me. This one actually getting a remake soon, so I'm super excited for the remake soon of this because it's going to be hopefully sick. Because the old show's a little outdated with its fighting scenes because it was very limited, but the rest of the animation's really good. The story's really good up till the end of the Shishi arc, so just don't watch past that part. But it's probably got one of the best build-ups to the conclusion of it, that kind of arc. So for that alone, it's an S. It's an S. Naruto Ajou. Never seen it. Dragon Ball Kai. What a disaster trash can that was. This one I haven't seen, sadly. I've heard it's good though. Tokyo Ghoul. You were talking about most overrated? I went in, people this is the greatest thing ever. The second season gets a little worse, but the first season's top notch and blah, blah, blah. Not gonna lie. I watched Parasite before watching this one, and they both came out the same year. Both kind of have the same base premise and then built off it differently. Parasite does it so much better. I probably would have liked this had I not seen Parasite first. But watching Parasite first and then a week later watching this one was a little bit of a letdown. It was still good, but not Parasite levels. So that's C. Konosuba. Just because of this bitch that everybody likes, even though she's the most annoying bitch to ever exist. The rest of the show's not bad, but God, I can't stand her. I don't. People really put looks over everything else. I didn't watch this one. Go Gintama. I haven't watched you. Go to D. Get the D. Bleach. I never finished it, so I'm gonna put it B because it was good, but I never finished it. So I'll have to finish that. This one I haven't seen. Promised Neverland. I haven't seen season 2. I've heard season 2 has very mixed reviews. So I'm only gonna go off of season 1, which I thought was really good. I'm gonna go B just because I was leaning on B or A, so it's gotta go there. Claymore, pretty good. Put it in a B. That's the other Tokyo Ghoul one that I haven't watched yet, so that can go there. Neon Genesis Evangelion. This is it. This is. If you haven't seen this will mess you up. This is weird. But it's great. Opening top notch too. This goes up here. I haven't watched all the movies though. I need to finish all the movies. Devil May Cry Baby. One of those ones that I've been meaning to watch but haven't watched. Attack on Titan. This, for some reason, gets a shit ton of hate. Probably because, it's getting popular. I hate it because it's popular. Even though, like, just when the Titan, like, them just fighting Titans started to get a little boring, and you're like, how are they going to spin this to keep it interesting? To me, the twist of, like, the battle inside the walls with each other and stuff. And then people are like, oh, the animation wasn't as good when it switched studios. Bull. That scene with, Levi running through the city, trying to get away from Kenny Squad. The animation on that scene was, mwah. That's an S. That's an S for me. Dragon Maid. This is a solid A. Solid A. Goblin Slayer. Most people only know it because of the first episode, like first 5 minutes of the first episode. The rest of the show is literally almost nothing like the first 5 minutes of this episode. It's like this, they did that just to get like the attention. The rest of the show is pretty good, but it's not that I wanted more of the first 5 minutes. It's just like when you start that high and like tame it out, it just gets kind of like, okay, like you take a little bit of like, it should have been a little darker maybe just to keep the attention. I don't know that one. What's this one? This one's Dragon Ball Z, right? I think it's Dragon Ball Z. If this is Dragon Ball Z, this one gets solid B. Solid B. Because it started breaking its own rule. This one I just started rewatching. Yu Hakusho. This one, if you haven't watched it, is a must watch. This one, really good. Hihei best character, by the way. This guy right over here with the thingamajig. He's hiding a third eye up there, and he's like dragon powers and stuff. Maybe that's why I like him so much, because dragons are cool. So that's an S. SAO. SAO. If I'm going off the whole series, because Gun Gale sucked, there was parts in the middle where it kind of got a little shaky. Like Alfheim, that one was kind of shaky. Other than that, I like the rest of the show. Like, I think it's a pretty good show, especially the last few seasons. Alkazation, or however you say that. That was S tier, man. Like, because they did what everybody complained with the first one. Because I can admit the first one has its flaws, right? It rushed through Aincrad, this huge 100 floors, and we get the like tease like, oh, we haven't had anybody die since this boss fight, but we don't get to see that boss fight. Oh, Kirito's got the most epic rare sword from this fight, but we don't get to see that. But we get to see him go on a quest to fetch some poop so that his new harem girl can add herself to the harem and we can get poop sword. So it's like a little frustrating there, right? So obviously we want more. But you want more because it was good. But you want more, like, so you can't let your upset distract the fact that you obviously were entertained because you wanted more. So, for me, just because Gun Gale gets a solid B. If it not for Gun Gale, it'd be an A. I don't know what this is. So that goes to D. It's not. I just watched season 1 of Mob Psycho. I need to finish the rest of it though. But this show, like, what the fuck am I watching? But at the same time, give me more. This, what was it? Assassination Classroom. Cool premise, cool show, but missed the mark a little bit. The ending was nice, so I give it a B. Give it a B. Haven't watched Black Clover, which feels like a new thing. Haven't watched that. Haven't watched Death Note yet, surprisingly. It's been on my list for like 16 years now. I haven't watched Free. I know all these animes. This one. So I can understand the criticism people have of this one, of saying the story early on is super slow because they don't just rush through like in 5 minutes and take him from zero to hero. He actually has a few episodes where he's like, building up and stuff, and took a long time in the show. It was like what, a year or two of him training and stuff to actually become good. He didn't just like overnight become I'm OP and strong now. And even then he still struggles. Like he doesn't, like, it takes a lot of help for him to get through things. He's not like, oh, I'm super strong and ruin everything. And the animation alone puts his S tier. But I can understand the complaints people have. It's slow early on, because I think it's like the first 9 episodes are really slow paced, like building everything and stuff. So it's very slow. But then once you get past that, it gets really good. And with each arc, it keeps getting better. I still haven't watched this first episode or two that are out of the Sword Village arc. But if it keeps building on what it's building, oh, it is something. I still haven't seen this one, but I've heard it's good. Pokeball, that's an S. Don't even have to explain. Shield Hero. First season, great. Second season, not as good. Like, after the first season, I was almost willing to put it, like, up there with, like, the top animes. But I was like, season 2 needs to, like, deliver at least around the same level. And it kind of fell off just a little bit. It was still good because season 1 was so good. Season 2 wasn't as good, but it was still good. Like, people have to understand the difference between it's not bad and it's not as good as the previous seasons. Because when shows have multiple seasons, there's going to be ups and downs. But I don't think it was down enough that it was bad. I just don't think it was as good as season 1. So I give it an A. Raftali, the best character. Full Metal Alchemist. I give it an S. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? B. That's all I'm gonna say. One Punch is an A. High School DxD. The plot is great, but honestly, the plot is actually pretty good too. It does have a lot of fan service, which will drive a lot of people off, but it does actually have, like, you know, a good story to it. You know, but if you don't like it because of the excessive fan service, that is understandable too. So I will give it A. My Hero, I give it an S. Even though I still need to catch up on, like, a season or two behind now. This one, Love is War. This to me is like top-notch S tier stuff. How many do I have up in S already? I have a lot, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, 11 up there with 11 to go. Can't put too much more up there. Code Geass. Surprisingly, I have not seen that, but I have heard the opening, and the opening is amazing. One Piece. Probably a show I'd like because I love pirates, but it's just too long. I can't get into it. Food Wars. This show in the first 5 minutes lets you know what you're in for. Sort of like a Goblin Slayer up here. But the only difference is, based off what they did in the first 5 minutes, they actually do throughout the show. Like, it wasn't just like let's get you in with, like, some hooker and then, like, change it. You know, they stuck with what they did, and what they do is great. It's fantastic, and it makes me hungry. It's an A. Boxing one, I don't know. I know my friend watches that one. I don't know this one. I don't even have a name for that one, so... Erased. This one is a masterpiece. Watch it, and then watch it again, and then watch it again. Watch it a third time. Steins Gate, haven't watched yet, sadly. No Game No Life, sadly we will never get the new season at this point because it is useless. I don't care about all the leaks and stuff that constantly come out. It's been leaked like for 12 years that there's gonna be a new season, and there's no new season. Other than that, the show itself was really good. That's an A. Naruto, I haven't seen it either. I haven't watched any of the big ones. The only reason I watched Fairy Tail was because, you know, surgery at the time, so I had nothing better to do. And when I watched it, I thought it only had 48 episodes, and to find out that it had like 300, so it got in there just because I was like, I'm already 48 episodes in, might as well keep going. I haven't watched 7 Deadly Sins yet. Sadly, I heard it's good. And then, like, I've seen the opening a billion times for them, but, you know. There we go. We have 1 in F, Dragon Ball Kai, because Dragon Ball Kai was awful. We got a ton in D, because there's a few on this list I hadn't seen. In C, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit, you know. Let's do, where is behavior? Look at me. Zoom in. There we go. Oh, anyway, camera with me. Come with me, camera. C, we have Konosuba and what was it? Tokyo Ghoul. Then in B, we have Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Assassination Classroom, SAO, Old Dragon Ball Z, Goblin Slayer, Claymore, Promised Neverland, Bleach, K-On!, and OG Dragon Ball. Then we go up to A tier, where we had No Game, No Life, Food Wars, High School DxD, One Punch Man, Shield Hero, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Danganronpa, and Hunter x Hunter, which I put here because I haven't finished it yet. I still have like 50 episodes to go, so maybe we'll move up if I've seen the whole thing, right? Oh, hold up. I just realized it's not following me anymore. Come here, camera. Why are you not following me? I need you to follow me. There we go. Now we go up to the S tier. These are all, if you have not seen them, I suggest you go watch them. Erased. Fantastic. Then you have Love is War. Fantastic. My Hero Academia. Fantastic. Full Metal Alchemist. Pokemon, which I just actually watched OG Pokemon Season 1 when I was babysitting my niece. Showed her Pokemon and, you know, tried to make her like Pokemon. Demon Slayer. Just get through the first 9 episodes. I get it, but the animation's great. Just relish in the animation for the nice first 9 episodes. Then you get the good story. Mob Psycho. Yu Yu Hakusho. Attack on Titan. Neon Genesis. Rurouni Kenshin, which is getting a remake. I don't know what the remake's going to entail, but by the sounds of the synopsis thing, it sounded like it's going to be hopefully just, you know, an updated, like, animation. And they stick to the same story, because I don't think the story needs to change. I think the characters are great and everything, so hopefully. Because Trigun was good. Trigun Stampede was good, but it wasn't as good as Trigun. So hopefully they don't change too much, if they change anything at all. And then my number one, which was great, that was first S up there. Fairy Tail, because Fairy Tail is number 1, baby. It's just, if you don't like it, that's too bad. If you do a tier list, oh, come here, camera. Come here, camera. Thank you. If you do a tier list, you know, send it to me on Twitter or join my Discord and post it and be like, this is how it should be. This anime is better. This one, that one's better. This one, or let me know down in the comments and tell me how much better this anime is versus that anime, and how my taste is awful and garbage and horrible, and I should hate myself for how dare I not put that one higher and this one up there and when it should be down here. So let me know, you know, and I'll see you in the next tier list.